Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of Colorado Native Outdoors. It is now November 1st, so we only have 2 days to get it done. I'm hoping today we can hopefully find some. Uh, we found fresh sign, just haven't found any. That's the bad part. But on my way to go pick up my little brother now, and then after that we're going to go gas and head up there. We'll see you guys then.
You're still there.
There's another elk.
Oh, don't tell me on that one.
So probably a calf.
Yearling at best.
Yeah.
Or they just took more than we're thinking.
I want a bugle, but I also don't want you to think everything. I wonder if he came up yesterday evening or some shit. He wasn't up here at all yesterday morning. Nowhere. A good chance he might be deer hunting too. damn you. Alright, as the last day is coming up on an end, we went back out this morning. Didn't see anything. Found some more fresh sign, which we seen fresh sign yesterday. So we decided, because yesterday was actually pretty cool out and nice and cold, and today it's freaking hot. I mean, it's for November 2nd. It is 75 degrees right now here in town, and up there it was 68. So it's hot compared to yesterday where it was 48, 50 degrees all day. So we decided we're going to come on home for a bit, get some lunch, maybe take a quick little nap, and then go back out around 3. Sunset is at 5. We found where they're getting water and feeding, so we're hoping this evening we'll be able to catch them coming out of the trees to get some water or to feed again. Either way, I'm on my way home now. Just dropped off the brother, so go home, get something to eat, and talk to you guys this evening. See you then. Alrighty, guys, it is now 3:46 p.m. October 2nd. We got 2.5 hours left of the season, and we're back to where we were earlier and yesterday. It's the only place that we've actually found fresh sign, and I mean real fresh sign. It's in 20-30 minutes to an hour fresh sign. But we're deciding to split up. My brother's going up the hill, and I'm going down low, down to kind of by the watering hole. Go get set up down there and everything, and hopefully we can catch something coming out of the trees within the last, hour and a half, 2 hours, to come get something to drink. And I know it was hot today, so everything's gonna need to be getting up to go get some water to cool off. Even in the shade, it's still pretty warm out. It's a scorcher, and top it all off, we almost didn't make it. The car started to act weird. Kept sputtering out, and I'm like, it didn't die, but it kept just sputtering out. Either one of two things: either one, low on oil; two, low on transmission fluid. But it's not the first time it's done it. Usually it only does it when it's super hot out. And I mean, yeah, it was hot today, but not super hot to make it act the way it did. So either way, we've made it, barely, and I'm almost to the clearing. There was just 2 deer that just jumped out in front of me, so the deer are moving. Now we just need to see if the elk get to moving. Either way, I will see you guys here shortly when I get to the clearing and set up. Alright, well, we're here. We're set up. Now it's just a waiting game. I just looked at the temperature. According to Onyx, it is still 73 degrees up here. It was right at like 68 earlier when we left, but no cloud coverage, nothing, no wind, nothing, just 68-degree heat. and now it's 73, but with a light breeze. So it's not too bad. I'm not even really sitting under the shade, but as you can tell, the sun's right there, right there. But it's a little rough out, so hopefully we can catch something coming out of the trees. But then, we got an hour left. So sunset's at 5, so we have legal shooting light till 5:30. But this is the most promising place that we've been all season. It's the only place that we have found fresh droppings, fresh drop or tracks, all of that. There's two carcasses right in front of me from previous seasons. Looks like maybe first season and possibly archery. They could be both first season, but one's pretty picked clean. So pretty sure it's archery in first season. Along with there's a gut pile down low. That's also from an elk. Way too big to be a deer. So there's definitely elk in here. I just don't think they're very heavily populated in here. It's a bad problem. But that's the thing with this over-the-counter tag, is it gets you to go places that you don't normally hunt for deer, elk, antelope, whatever. Even though, well, there is no over-the-counter deer tags here except for whitetail. But it gets you go to places that you don't normally hunt, so it's more of a challenge, which makes it a better accomplishment if you get something, in my opinion. Either way, my brother is set up just that way behind me, about 500 yards, give or take, uphill. So he can see more than I can. There's a little knoll to the right of me that I can't see over that has another watering hole, but it's pretty much almost dry. And I can just see the valley in front of me pretty much. Where all the dark timber's at, so if they're going to come out, that's most likely where they're going to come out from, is that dark timber, which is where we believe is where they go during the day to bed down, because we found a bunch of tracks in those trees. Fresh tracks in those trees. So it's just a matter of what time are they in here getting water. Because there's nowhere else that we've looked around here and all that there's water. So this spot is pretty much one of the only places that has water up here. Either way, I'm gonna glass, do some bugling, maybe some cow calls, and let you guys know if I see anything. Alright, well, we have exactly an hour left. And the sun finally dropped behind the ridge that we're on. But with it dropping behind the ridge, it cooled off fast. And I mean fast. As soon as it dropped down, I was putting on my hoodie. It got cold. But, so we got an hour left on the dot. I still haven't seen any movement except for the 2 deer when we were walking in. That's it. So, yeah, we know they're in here. We just don't know what time they're in here. That's kind of the bad part. If I would have set up cameras before the season back in here, we might have an idea, but we didn't know this spot was here till yesterday. So, that's kind of the bad thing. But, said, we know they're in here. Either early in the morning, well, we know they're in here early in the morning because the fresh pile of droppings we seen today was either right after we had walked through here and went into the dark timber, or right before we got here this morning. One of the two. But I mean, it wasn't steaming, but it wasn't even cold yet. It started to kind of dry out from the sun, but it was still plump fresh, gooey fresh. So, they're here. It's a matter of the right time. And I don't know what time that is. I know next year, though, if I don't draw my archery elk tag, we're coming back to here. Without a doubt. But we're definitely going to be setting up cameras then. I mean, it's gorgeous country back here. It's a gorgeous clearing. We just need to be back here at the right time. And unfortunately, I wish there was a over-the-counter first season tag when the bulls are still super aggressive, pushing away other bulls and all that, but there's not. So, if there was, I definitely would have got that tag. Either way, you win some, you lose some. We still got an hour left. A lot can happen in an hour. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. "30 minutes left. I'm afraid it's 31 minutes left. And still nothing. Still nothing. Rough. We're down in the last couple of minutes. We got 15 minutes left. And still a whole lot of nothing. really wish we knew what time they were coming to this clearing. I don't know if my mic just picked it up, but my brother just bugled. 400, 500 yards behind us up on a cliff. But we were hoping, with him having his tube plus me having mine, that if there was a lone bull, it might get him riled up to come investigate. Or would have even herd up with those, just two bulls. Ironically, there he goes again. Ironically, during second season and third season rifle, I've seen multiple bulls just hanging out together just because they weren't able to group up with cows. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So we got 15 minutes left. Honestly, the camera's not doing it justice, but it's getting pretty dark. We still have about a half a mile, maybe a mile, to walk back in the dark. Because we both, well, I don't know about my brother, if he has his in his bag or not, but I took my headlamp inside earlier to charge it, and it's still sitting in the car. So, you can't tell also, I'm pretty cold. I'm actually starting to shake. The temperature dropped a lot since we got here 2 hours ago. A lot. Either way, this last 15 minutes, we see something we don't. I ain't gonna be too mad if we don't. We've put some miles in these past 2 weekends, and have been in some really great country. Found some very good potential spots for, future seasons, future hunts. But we're gonna get back to class and listening. And see you guys here in a bit. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is a wrap for the 2025 Colorado elk season. I ain't too mad that we didn't tag out. I'm not even mad that we didn't even see anything. We put a lot of miles in this season. We went to a lot of areas that we're not familiar with, and we gave it our best shot, but just couldn't find them. And said, the over-the-counter bull tag for Colorado has a 10% success rate. That is it. So it's a rough tag. But either way, we gave it our best shot. I'm not mad at all. It wasn't a waste of money. Good experience, It was great just to get out and explore new places, see things that we haven't seen before, find country that we've never seen before. It was a great season. A lot of cold mornings, a lot of cold days, a lot of hot days for just a week-long tag. But I'm heading back to my brother now, and that's going to be the end of this video and this series. So, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.